Hey guys, welcome back to the Style and Beauty Doctor on YouTube, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about skincare products that you probably don't need. I mean, I know you guys see people with 12-step routines, 15-step routines, 3-step routines, no-step routines. We're going to talk about some of the extra products and the cutesy things that you see online. Do you need it in your skincare routine? And we're also going to talk about the non-negotiables. You know, these are the items that if you're not using them in your skincare routine, are you even doing a skincare routine? So keep watching. All right, so toner. Toner is an item that I have not used regularly in my routine, probably ever. Maybe I used a toner back in the day, like in my late teens when, you know, the Clinique 3-step system was, you know, the thing to be had back in the day. But the thing with toner for some people, first of all, toner in and of itself is a category that encompasses many different types of toners. So when I say that I don't use toner, I'm talking about like the regular toners. And by regular toner, I'm referring to the ones that, you know, some people say that they use after they cleanse to get what the cleanser doesn't get off, which I talked about that in another video. Make sure you check that out. There's also the regular toners that people use to hydrate the skin, which I can get jiggy with. I can get down with that. But then there are also exfoliating toners. So these are toners that contain AHA, BHA, a combination of both, and those help to chemically exfoliate the skin. So when I say I don't use toner, I mean the regular. So now, for me, toner is not a necessary step in my routine. It's not a necessary step in a lot of skincare routines. But, you know, if you're using toner and you find it very beneficial and you feel as if you took it out of your routine, like the world would fall apart, obviously keep the toner in. I'm not one of those mean skincare people that don't let you have things, you know. You can have your things, but just understand that toner is not always, regular toner, it's not always going to be a step that people need. Now, for people who like to have the skin be a little damp before they apply their next step in their routine, which if you look on my chart that I post on Instagram and on my blog that you can get, you know, a copy of in a link in my description box, you'll see that the next step after toner is your serum. And some people like to have that dampened skin so that the serum penetrates the skin better. But you can also do that like right after you cleanse your skin and it's damp, not saturated. You're not coming out looking like, you know, one of those skincare commercials from our teenage years. It's going to be dampened. You can also do that to kind of help that product absorb better if that is your thing. So next. Okay, another product that you don't necessarily need in your skincare routine is a face oil. So face oils have many functions because they're different types of oils, and different types of oils do different things. But in general, face oils can nourish the skin, they can protect the skin. Dry skin may love a face oil because it really helps to really lock in the hydration and the moisture. Oils themselves can't hydrate, but they can help to protect and lock the hydration in. You also might love a facial oil in your makeup routine. You might want to, you know, if you mix a few drops in one of your foundations, it'll give it a more luminous look. There are face oils that are great for acne-prone skin that help to treat acne. Also, you know, you might be thinking if you have oily skin, like, I don't want to put more oil on my skin, but not all oils are created equal. So for instance, jojoba oil is an oil that you can have in a face oil format. And jojoba oil mimics the skin sebum, so it kind of tricks the skin into thinking that, oh yeah, there's enough sebum on here, so it kind of helps to balance your oil production because your skin's already like, oh, there's already oil here, no need for me to make more. Okay, was just checking in with you. You already have oil? All right, I'm good. So it's that kind of thing. There's so many different reasons why you may want a face oil in your routine, but it's not a necessary step for everybody. Essence. And I'm not talking about the magazine. So Essence is a product category that came out of Asian skincare routines, and we see a lot more of them. You know, in the last couple of years, we've seen a lot more essences in the American beauty market. So what an essence does is it provides hydration and it provides other nutrients, but the typical function of an essence is to make your serum, which would be the next step after, is to make that serum work better. The thing though, essences may work well in some skincare routines, but it's not always going to be something where, like, you know what, let me just stop what I'm doing. I need an essence in my routine. It's not a necessary thing. It's a nice thing to have, but it's not necessary. Next up, micellar water. So a micellar water is a cleansing product. Now, you can use it to cleanse in different situations. It's not strong enough to, like, say for instance, if I wanted to take off all of this makeup and cleanse my skin, a micellar water would not suffice. I would need to use another cleansing product in my routine. But micellar waters are great for, like, let's say you went to the gym and you want to just do like a quick rinse to just make sure you get that dirt and oil off of your face. A micellar water may be a nice first step in your cleansing routine. You might use a micellar water to kind of loosen the makeup up, and then you go in with another cleanse. The way I use micellar water in my routine, now is not one of those times because, the edges, they aren't laid. The edges are puffy. The salons are closed. The edges are puffy. But when my hair is worn straight, I don't want to be splashing a bunch of water around my face, but I want to make sure that I get all my makeup off. So typically I'll do my cleansing routine. Sometimes I'll do a double cleanse, especially if I'm wearing makeup. And I'll remove my makeup, but I'm very strategic around my hairline. Because again, I don't want to be splashing a bunch of water around my hairline. But because I do want to make sure that I properly remove my makeup, I'll take a micellar water with a cotton pad, and then I will use that to make sure that I get all the traces of dirt, oil, and makeup. And that's a great step to have too if you use a lot of hair product, because if you're noticing a lot of breakouts around your hairline, it could be your makeup or it could be your hair products. So I find micellar water beneficial in my routine. I don't use it every day, and it's not a necessity in every skincare routine. So sheet masks. Now sheet masks are something that's can be a typically inexpensive fun treat. Like, you can get a sheet mask for not that much money. Basically what a sheet mask is, it's filled with serum, and when you put it on, and it's usually either made out of a cloth or you may have some made out of different materials, but the act of having it on that mask and placing it on your skin and leaving it on your skin for a while helps it to better penetrate the skin. Now, essentially, sheet masks are serum. So in your skincare routine, again with my lovely chart that you can find linked below that you can print out or pin or save on Instagram, your sheet mask would go in your serum step. Now, the thing that I want you to be careful with sheet masks, so sheet masks are typically hydrating. You do see some sheet masks that are for acne or for brightening and for other purposes, but typically you use a sheet mask when you want to really, get that hydration. So if you have a drier skin type or if you have dehydrated skin, you might love that kind of luxurious kind of treat. But you want to be careful, because if you're using sheet masks, especially the same sheet mask, very often, you just want to kind of check the price and make sure it wouldn't be more beneficial for you to just buy a bottle of serum than to be buying so many sheet masks, because a little $6, $7 adds up over time, and you might be able to find a serum that has a lot more product in it that winds up being less expensive for you in the long run. You also want to watch out with sheet masks if you have acne prone skin, because the whole process of putting that mask on, because it's like this cloth and it's this material pushing the product into your skin, that could clog your pores. And a clogged pore for acne prone skin, it's like, man, I don't want that. Another thing is sometimes a sheet mask can slightly raise the temperature of the skin. That slight raise in temperature can, be a breeding ground for bacteria, and bacteria on the face mixed with clogged pores can mean more acne. So just be careful. Sheet masks are a really fun treat. Like, if you want to luxuriate, do some self-care, especially in these trying times. A sheet mask is fun, but it's not a must-have. You gotta have this in your skincare routine. All right, face mist. So face mist, to me, can be one of the like ultimate like bougie skincare treats because it's just like, darling, I must mist my face. Now, face mist can serve many purposes. If you've got dry skin or if you've got dehydrated skin, you know, a face mist can give you that extra kind of hydration boost in the middle of the day. Some people use facial mists as their toner step. And if you're traveling, you know, some people may use, we'll have to do a video on travel skincare because there's some things that, there's some things I won't talk about when it comes to airplane skincare. You know, some people are doing the most, and you know, I always say here, don't do the most. But that's a conversation for another day. Some people may like it, like if you've been traveling and you feel like you need like a nice hydrating boost. You know, people like the face mist, but they're nice to have. Are they necessary? No. Let's move on. Okay, now this next one is very debatable. Now, eye creams, I find, can be very essential to a skincare routine because first of all, now here's the thing. So an eye cream, a product that's made for the eye, an eye cream, to me makes more sense than a neck cream or a face and neck cream. Now, a product made specifically for the eye, I can get down with because the eye area is sensitive and you don't want certain ingredients near your eyes, whereas something for your face and neck, yeah, if you want to go and get a face and neck cream, you know, it's not going to hurt you, but you can still use your same facial moisturizer on your neck and chest to, you know, kind of keep yourself protected. So yeah, so when something is made specifically for the eye, to me that makes more sense. But there are some people who, you know, have the train of thought that whatever they're using on their face, their serum and their moisturizer, their under eye area can reap those benefits. So there's some people who are of that school of thought that feel that eye creams are not necessary. I think an eye cream is good because the eye area needs that moisture. It's typically the driest place on the face. Well, for the most part, it is the driest place on the face. But I do believe that you want to use an eye cream. However, don't get it twisted. Like, you're not all of a sudden going to have these big dramatic results. Even if you've used an eye cream for 10 years, you're not going to have these big dramatic results. If you were looking for big dramatic results in the form of, you know, volume, filling in volume, and, you know, maybe relaxing some fine lines and wrinkles, you're going to need to see a dermatologist. And I've got a couple of videos on that with my experience with that as well. So make sure you check that out. I'll link it above and below. All right, lip scrubs. You know, I used to be the type that like, oh, there's a product for this and a product for that. I used to be a product junkie, like with a capital junk, okay? Lip scrubs they're a nice to have item in your skincare routine. Some people may find them extremely beneficial during certain types of the year or because of, you know, the type of condition they may have on their lips. But lip scrubs are not like a must-have for everyone. Typically, the scrubbing of the lip, you can get that same kind of exfoliation with a wet toothbrush. So you basically just take a wet toothbrush and glide it along the lips. You'll still get that nice exfoliation. If you feel like you must have a lip scrub, then fine, use the lip scrub, but just know it's not a necessity. So I typically just exfoliate my lips with a wet toothbrush, and then I use my favorite Ulta lip oils just to give my lips like that nice, like, So we've talked about products that you probably don't need, but let's get into these essentials, non-negotiables. You better have this or you just not doing skin. I don't know what to tell you, what you're doing, but you ain't doing skin. Now, the first skincare non-negotiable is cleanser. You can't really treat the skin if there are layers of dirt, oil, makeup, pollution. In my case, maybe flaming hot Funyuns. I'm sorry, quarantine got me. But if you're not properly cleansing your skin, you can't properly treat your skin. Now, some people may not need to do a full-on cleanse both morning and night. In fact, there are some skin types, that benefit from just like a splash of water on the face and then, you know, moving on to sunscreen for their daytime cleansing routine, and then they do a real cleanse. Well, I wouldn't say a real cleanse, but they do their regular cleanse at night. Me, I can't do that. I definitely need, you know, a nice little, my daytime cleanse is not going to be as involved as my nighttime cleanse, obviously, but I do like to have that daytime cleanse and that nighttime cleanse, but cleansers are non-negotiable. Another non-negotiable, your treatment product. Now, your treatment product is going to vary from person to person. Your treatment product can come in the form of a serum, it can come in the form of a toner, it can come in the form of a mask, it can come in many forms. It could be a cream. Now, of course, you base your treatment product based on what your current skincare needs are. And even if you're not looking to treat your skin, you may also need to protect it. Like, for instance, I like to use a vitamin C serum during the day to help protect me from free radicals and, you know, pollution and things like that. And, you know, I put another product that I'm going to talk about that is a non-negotiable, which we'll get into. But your treatment product is going to be a non-negotiable in your routine because you got to treat your skin. Another non-negotiable, moisturizer. Now, the thing with moisturizer, all skin types need to moisturize, even if you have oily skin. Now, there are many different types of moisturizers out there. That might be a hydrating serum, that might be one of those like bouncy water cloud, water cream, bouncy, fluffy kind of moisturizers that feel like nothing on but really hydrate the skin. Or you may love a really thick, creamy moisturizer. There's so many out there. I have a video on, you know, switching your moisturizer for the season and, you know, what to do and all that. I'll link it above and I'll link it below, but you're gonna need a moisturizer. And the one thing, they're all non-negotiables, but this is the one I stress the hardest because I get the most pushback on sometimes. Non-negotiable sunscreen. If you are not wearing sunscreen in your skincare routine, you might as well take everything else that you've used in your skincare routine, all that time you spent carefully placing the products on your face, and baby, throw that mess in the trash if you are not wearing sunscreen. So many reasons why you need to wear sunscreen for all skin types, for all skin tones. You gotta wear it. The sun's harmful rays, they can cause certain skin cancers. That's like one of the major reasons why you want to wear it. But also the sun's harmful rays are one of the biggest breakdowns of the collagen, which is the protein in the skin that keeps it taut and snatched. You know, we talk about that pretty often here. Another reason why you want to use sunscreen, and it's a non-negotiable, is because some of your skincare products may make your skin more sensitive to the sun. So just put it on. You know, I've got a lot of sunscreen videos and blog posts because I know some sunscreens, they're whack, you know, but there's a product out there for everyone. You want to find a sunscreen that you like to wear, that feels good, that makes you feel good, because then you're gonna wear it. And I've tried a lot of them, so make sure you check out my videos, which I'll link above and below, as well as my blog post, which I'll have linked in the description box. So let me hear from you. Of the products that you don't really need in your routine, what are some that you're like, Danielle, look, back up. I need my stuff. Well, actually, you know what? You don't even have to tell me to back up because, like I said, I'm not one of those skincare people that's going to tell you what you can't have. I'm just saying, you know, because some people see it and they think that they have to have it. It's not a necessity. It's a nice thing to have. So what are some of your nice things to have in your skincare routine that I mentioned in the list? Let me know below because we get all a little chitty-chatty in the comments. And while you are, you know, still on this page, I hope, make sure you go in that description box. Follow me on social. All of the links to my social media will be there. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notifications. And I will see you fine folks in my next video. Bye, guys.